So basically, I was a theist for the first like 6 years of my life once I was like going to private school. And within 2 years of moving and then going to public school, I was pretty much already critically thinking and identifying as an atheist. Even though I wasn't familiar with the term, I told people I wasn't an atheist, even though I guess I was, because I just didn't know what the word meant.
You and tons of people.
This sounds like my story, like literally. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. This is about you.
I'm sure it happens. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, after, like, all that, I kind of strengthened my opinions. I did research. I tried to politely converse and debate with my classmates, friends, teachers, and everything. So that's just kind of like a little backstory. So what I really want to talk about is AA, because I've only heard it talked about once on the show before, and whether or not either of you have been to meetings and just kind of your overall view towards it and support groups like that, and how the government kind of like sanctions people to them and why they don't get referred to other focus groups when AA has such a low success rate.
I have friends who have gone through AA, and they have varying perspectives, right? So some of them are like, I wanted no part of it and I felt really ostracized because I didn't do the higher power thing. And then there's other people who are like, I just went along with the higher power thing, but I just picked whatever. My love for my family was my higher power. I mean, so and I've also heard that the group that you're in makes a big difference, and who's your sponsor and stuff like that. So while I definitely would love to see more secular responses to treatment, and I know that there are some court battles that went through with, and I don't know if it was AA specifically, but like there were some court battles about people that were sent to religious rehabs and things like that, that they actually were able to successfully sue and say, I need secular treatment because this is a violation of my, my religious views.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Wow, okay, that's cool.
So I have obvious concerns about it. There's also a whole other spectrum of how useful AA is as a recovery tool, whether or not it actually works. I think that there's problems with how they track the data that I've seen before, but I'm not that savvy on, how good or how bad that really is. And like I say, some people are like, I got plenty of support from it and it was helpful to me. And I know other people who were just like, it did nothing for me. And I just basically got off alcohol on my own. So what are your thoughts?
Well, I have 2 DUIs actually under my record, and I just went to an AA meeting recently. I actually don't have a problem with alcohol. I just had a couple of DUIs that were really bad. So the main reason I wanted to go to this AA meeting with my mom the other day is because she's been in it for a long time, and I kind of wanted to just get like some new stories, new perspectives on things. And the table I was at actually didn't even talk about God at all. And I got more from that meeting than out of the other 8 meetings that I went to that I had to go to for court before. I got more out of just that one meeting than the 8 other ones. So that was really cool.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So that was really nice. But the problem is that I already know that if I had sat at a different table, it could have been the exact opposite experience.
Right.
Yeah.
And there may be people that will never go back because they had a bad experience. I'm thinking that as the population becomes more secular, we'll start to see more secular resources for people that are struggling with those addictions. I just did a Google search and I was able to find a few things. Secular substance
sobriety
abuse.
Too. Secular sobriety is one.
Have you seen that? Yeah, that's a good one. Or at least it looks like it's a good one.
Okay.
I don't know much about it, but
it looks like a good one in the 2 seconds.
The website looks nice, so it must be good. No, be skeptical.
Site.
Look into it.
Yeah, definitely. I try to take it seriously. I mean, some people do have some issues with it. It sounds like your mother is also struggling with this, so family history can play into this, and a couple DUIs. You may want to just kind of take it a little bit more seriously. Consider that you may actually, have an issue that you might want to deal with. But I would say,
Yeah, well, the problem that I have with alcohol is the fact that it messed up my life, and not that I actually have an addiction to it.
And that's possible too. There are some people that don't understand that there's a difference between abusing a substance and being addicted to a substance. And some people can abuse
alcohol. I can't say that I didn't. Yeah.
So I understand what you're describing, and I think there is some validity to that, although I am not an addiction counselor. So
no, definitely not. But I just because I've only heard it once discussed before, and I actually had an even better topic yesterday. I didn't write it down. I forgot what it was.
That topic seems to come up a lot on this show. Honestly, I seem to remember Matt talking about it quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt. I think Matt talked about it last time I was.
He has some pretty strong feelings.
Last time I was on, but it must have been when I was watching because I'm not on with Matt
Matt has
anymore.
some pretty strong. You're not on anymore with Matt?
No, I can't because now I host, so we can't be on.
You guys are like the dream team
together anymore. It's
that is sad. Yeah.
I see a lot of people asking when Matt's going to be back too, and I'm kind of telling them like
busy. He's gallivanting all over the world
and everything because it gives you guys a chance to get more comfortable with the show and have more guests like this on that really have different, perspectives on things that people need to hear. And it also gives them a chance to maybe some people don't like watching Matt as much, because he kind of takes over the show. So maybe people actually like to watch other hosts and hostesses too.
Wow.
A compliment and an insult.
I am the captain now. I be the captain of this ship. So, no, that actually, thank you for the prod, because that reminds me that I will be with Matt, in fact, in Vancouver in the first few days of November.
Cool.
So we're going to be there at a Reason event in Vancouver, and I believe that if I haven't posted about it on the blog, I need to. So I might go ahead and do that. Just
there you go. You can get it fixed there.
So check that out.